Hello colleagues, this is Valentina, founder of Face Bliss Academy. Today we are talking about puffiness, but deeper than usual, because most specialists see edema very superficially. Double chin, under eye, nasolabial folds, and that's only part of the picture. There are zones almost no one talks about, and they often determine why the result doesn't last. Right now, I'm applying Face Bliss oil, and let's go. Now let's talk about puffiness, but a little deeper than usual because most practitioners see edema very superficially. A double chin, under eye area, nasolabial folds, and that's it. But in reality, puffiness distributes across the face in much more complex way. And if you only work with the obvious zones, you lose half the result. There is a zone almost no one talks about. The first is glabella, the space between the eyebrows, right there, and often the density that males perceive as a muscle tension is actually fluid stagnation. This zone is anatomically connected to the lymphatic pathways of the forehead and the bridge of the nose. And if there is edema here, it weighs down the upper face, creates a feeling of pressure, and even affects the expressions of the gaze. And the second zone is the scalp. And for many people, this is a complete revelation. When you begin working with a client and bring your hands into the hair, sometimes you can literally feel fluid beneath the skin, a soft, watery mobility of the tissues. That's also edema. It's just hidden. It doesn't produce the obvious visual picture, but way under eye puffiness does. But it directly affects the face because the entire lymphatic system of the head is connected. And if there is stagnation in the scalp, it will descend downward into the eye zone, into the oval of the face, into the same double chin. And here is the key idea: you cannot effectively reduce under eye puffiness if you ignore what's happening above it. So, professional work with edema is always about the system, understanding where the stagnation actually is, sometimes in the most unexpected places. And when you start accounting for these non-obvious zones, your result shifts dramatically. The face becomes lighter, cleaner, more defined, and the client often doesn't even understand why the effect is stronger. The reason is that you see things that others simply don't notice. This ability to see what others miss, this is exactly what creates a specialist after whom the client says, I don't know what you did, but my face looks completely different. At our free masterclass, I show these blocks in a live treatment: sculptural, lymphatic, and buccal. After this sequence, the face changes right there on the table. The contour is sharper, the fold is softer, the gaze is more open. The client sees the difference immediately. These are exactly the kinds of results that create word of mouth and a full booking schedule. Write class in the comments. My team will send you the link to the free masterclass. And as a gift, you'll receive a lesson on the eye zone. And while I step away, here is something important. 3 techniques that give you a tool for working with 90% of client concerns. Sculptural massage, lymphatic drainage, the buccal massage. This is exactly what we break down at our free masterclass. Not just showing movements, showing the diagnostic system, how to understand the first glance, how to understand at first glance where the stagnation is, which zone is a priority, and which technique to choose for this specific client. This is what allows you to work with any face and any concerns and get results every time. Write class in the comments. My team will send you the link to the free masterclass. When you start seeing the face systemically, you see what others specialists miss. The glabella, the scalp, the hidden congestion zones. This is exactly what creates the difference in results. At our free masterclass, I show the facial diagnosis system, how to understand at first glance what's happening with the client, which zones to work first, and what sequence of technique to choose. This is not intuition, it's a skill that can be learned. Plus, live practice of free blocks, sculptural, lymphatic, and buccal, on models with different facial structures, anatomy breakdown, the full combat system, plus the benefits of gua sha, cupping, and taping. After the masterclass, the full recording of all practical demonstrations and a presentation with all protocols. Just write class in the comments. My team will send you the link for the free masterclass, and as a gift, you will receive a lesson on the eye zone. Bye bye.